At Patroon Restaurant, there's a favorite salad, a lobster salad, that's kind of like a very fancy panzanella or Italian bread salad. The former chef, Frank Delatrain, is here today to show us how he makes this very delicious salad. You have a lot of ingredients.
Lots of ingredients, lots of flavor, combination of flavors. But first I want to start with a basil vinaigrette. Since we're making such a small amount for 4 people, I will use a jar, or you can also use a mixing bowl with a whisk.
Right. I love making dressing in a jar.
It's very, very good. It's very easy. So we start with some pommery mustard, it's a grainy mustard.
It's sort of like a poupon mustard.
Yes, a great poupon mustard. So we put 2 tablespoons of mustard. We take the juice of 1 lemon.
Without the seeds.
Without the seeds. Just gonna squeeze some lemon in it. It's a full lemon. We have a little salt. It's very important that you add the salt now, so the salt dissolves with the acidity.
Yes.
Put a little pepper. Okay, we add 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we have about I would say 16 basil leaves sliced very thinly.
Very fine.
Okay,
like a chiffonade.
Like a chiffonade. We'll place everything in the jar. Just close the jar. And we just shake it just to combine all the flavors.
And a dressing like this gets real creamy. I love mixing dressings like this. And then if you have any left over, you can always keep it in the jar.
In the jar.
Right.
Okay, so we set it on the side. And we're ready to mix the salad. For this salad, I have 1 whole roasted pepper.
Yellow.
Of each color.
Okay, yellow one and a red one.
And a red one.
And it's peeled and seeded too.
Peeled, seeded. I have a avocado peeled. I have a cucumber peeled, seeded, and cut in cubes. We also have 2 tomatoes peeled, seeded, and cut in cubes also.
Okay.
1 small red onion, sliced very thinly.
Paper thin.
Paper thin. We can use a knife, you can use a mandolin. And I have about 24 Niçoise olives.
23.
Peeled, 23. That will work. And I have about 24 croutons. We make the focaccia at work, and we wait the next day. The bread gets softer, and we cut the focaccia. We toast it very, very lightly. And it's a herb focaccia. We have different kind of focaccias. We have olive focaccia, herb focaccia, and tomato focaccia. For the lobster salad, we have 4 lobsters cut in cubes.
Do you boil them or steam them?
For about 7-8 minutes. Shocked in ice water. We have all the ingredients, if you don't mind helping me. There we go. We have the olive, the avocado, the tomatoes, the peppers, everything but the crouton. And this makes a nice salad for 4 people.
Looks pretty just like that.
Okay, so we combine a little bit all the ingredients. We're gonna add the basil vinaigrette. And it's very important that we have to let it marinate. All the ingredients has to combine together.
With the dressing?
With the dressing.
So how far in advance? Like how many minutes?
I would say about 10 minutes.
Okay.
10 to 15 minutes, no more than that. I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. Always fresh ground black pepper or white pepper. Salt, kosher salt, which I find kosher salt much better for seasoning. And we have our basil vinaigrette, citronette actually, with lemon, which we have to shake a little. Okay. And we dress the salad. Reserve, we're going to reserve a little bit of dressing. That should be enough.
Okay.
These. Okay. And we just toss it again, add the croutons, which you don't want to add them too early, otherwise they will become very soggy. And this crouton will become very, very full of flavors from all the juice from the lobster. You don't want to put too much dressing. You don't want to overpower all the flavor, the combinations of flavor.
Right, and you don't want to mush the ingredients.
You don't want to mush the ingredients. We're going to set it on the side for now, let it marinate. And what I would like to make is a bed of different lettuces.
Frank's brought with him the most beautiful, tiny, tiny, little tender, fresh-picked greens. Looks like beet greens, chicory.
Chicory, we have some mizuna, we have some baby watercress.
Oh, so.
We have some what they call a magenta spinach. We have snow pea leaves. They're all different kind of lettuces. Okay, so I think that should be good. What I would like to do is put a little dressing over the whole salad, just a little bit, just to give a little flavor. Just like so. There's a little left for next time.
Great.
And just make sure that all the ingredients are tossed together. Now we need big spoons. This is a nice summer salad. You can have it on a buffet. We can just have that for lunch. Okay, we're gonna use everything. We're gonna garnish it with basil leaves. We're gonna garnish it with lobster claws. And
we have fresh basil right out of the garden.
Okay, we use everything. And I think I might add the last drop of dressing right on top of it. Okay, don't want to waste anything. You can add this on top, right on top, so everything is used. And we're gonna add the claws. Put them around, just like so. And we have a patroon lobster salad.
Lobster salad, which is so exquisite looking and unbelievably good tasting. Frank, you are masterful, and this is something that we would all look forward to on a hot summer's day.
Thank you.
Or for a light winter's lunch.
Thank you very much.
Lobster salad by Frank Delatran. So great.
Thank you.
You've been waiting for them all year long. Soft-shell crabs, coming up next.
Around the first full moon in May, soft-shell crab season begins. And it's this time when, in restaurants all over America, this great delicacy appears on the menus. Frank Delatran has a very delicious recipe. He's going to show us how he makes soft-shell crabs with zucchini, sweet onion, and radicchio. So we start with the fresh, live crabs.
Fresh, like, are very important. These crabs have to be moving. If you're a little worried about cleaning your own soft shell, you can have your fishmonger clean them for you.
Right. They often do that for you, but you have to take them right home and cook them.
To clean a soft shell crab, you have to remove the lungs. You remove the back here. And also, it's very important to snip the mouth. This is the hardest part of the soft shell, and you don't want to have that. This won't cook. And you set them aside. I have about 4 of them cleaning, and this is 5. Perfect. These have been washed already.
Okay.
So we don't have to rinse them off. The next step to this is we're gonna make a crust with a taro root. It's a South American and also Asian root. To peel the taro root, slice it very thin with a mandolin. Just have to cut it in a fine julienne. The next step is to make an egg and milk batter for the soft shell crab. 1 egg white, and we add half a cup of milk. Just gonna whisk them lightly. The reason for the egg white is it will give color to the soft shell crab. So whisk it quickly. That's good. You want to dust the soft shell crab with a little flour, very lightly. Just enough to coat them. Repeat the same operation on the other side. Just a little bit so the egg mixture will stick to them. And we're going to season them only with pepper. No salt, pepper only. There we go. Okay, turn them over again. Okay, so we have all the flour that starts to make like a paste. And we mix our taro root with just a little flour to combine the whole thing together.
Now, where did you get the idea for this recipe with the taro root?
It's a trying recipe, trying different ways to make those soft shell crab crepes. Try with beer batters and try with potatoes, and this was the crispest ways to do it. We just form a nest of taro root, and we put it right over the soft shell. Just a little nest.
How pretty.
And we pat them down, and we're gonna set them aside for now. Meanwhile, we're gonna make the vinaigrette.
حياتي